Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show. The Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show. Mikey versus Mike show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mikey versus Mike show. Whoop. And once again, I want to start this episode by saying, fuck you, Vaughn.
Switch.
Gotcha. And fuck Sean. And fuck Alejo. Alright, well anyway, this was quite the week for topics to talk about. A lot of things happened this week,
Which culture blowing up.
Yeah, which is really good because for about 2 weeks there wasn't shit happening but Kim Kardashian trying to become a lawyer.
Yeah,
and that was pretty much all there was to talk about. And now we got a lot of shit to talk about. And first, we're going to start with what everybody is talking about, of course.
The biggest shit in the world right now.
Yeah, which is the groundbreaking, blockbuster, record-breaking, making so much money on an opening night on a fucking Thursday night.
Before it even came out, it was already smashing fucking records.
We're talking about no other than Marvel, Avengers, Endgame, of course. One and only, and for once, Mike actually seen the fucking movie before we got to talk about it.
It seemed important.
Yeah.
It seemed important.
You know,
I wasn't gonna be that fucking guy, you know.
You know, yeah, it would have sucked if he was that guy for this movie. Of all movies, this is probably the one movie you had to see this year.
Yeah.
And speaking of being a must-see, how did you feel about it?
I liked it. I mean, it definitely starts off slow a little bit, you know, but the ending battle scene was, I mean, it was fucking Avengers, you know?
All right. So, you said, I liked it. And I'm going to agree with you. I liked it too. But that is my problem.
I liked it?
I only liked it. I didn't love it.
Oh, I see.
And that was a movie
for this, like,
come on, bro,
earth-shattering, mind-blowing,
yeah. What did you think it was supposed to be?
I don't know. You're like,
it's number one. Like it's called Endgame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only other Endgame I know is by Taylor Swift, and I was expecting this to be at least bigger than her song. And I'd rather listen to Taylor Swift Endgame than watch that movie again. That movie was too fucking long. It started off too fucking slow. We could have trimmed a whole hour off that bitch. It's like, honestly, I'm just like, this is very unnecessary for these people to keep doing this to us. Why do you need to make movies that long? It's like, do you feel like you're doing us a favor, like making us feel like it's more worth our dollar?
I think those sometimes people feel like, yeah, like if it wasn't that long, people would be like, that's it, like, boom, it's over. I'd rather have it
dragged
it on for people so that people wouldn't like, you know.
No, that's ridiculous. I'd rather have the fat trimmed.
Maybe it's like a psychological trick where they're trying to get you to be like, man, when is this shit gonna end? When you're finally like, when is the end game?
Let's remember what genre this movie is. What
fantasy,
genre?
Action, fantasy,
action,
sci-fi.
But the main genre will be
fantasy.
No, well, that's not a fucking genre.
It's a genre.
No.
When I bought my tickets online, that's what it said. Fantasy.
This is an action movie. And that shit was like a whole hour of being sad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Could you guys get over it and fucking get this movie on, like, get going? And, like, what the fuck, man?
I was watching your reviews on it or whatever on your page. And I saw that I think most people that went to watch this movie had some kind of fucking annoying person by them or something like that. I saw you had a fucking loud chewer.
Oh my god. I was in the middle of people. Of course, the theater is full. It's packed, of course. So you gotta expect that.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting next to this guy on my right.
A fucking hippo man. A hippopotamus
this is the
man.
thing, bro. Like, they tell you, silence your phone. Don't talk. but then they want to sell everybody in that bitch big ass buckets of popcorn.
And
that's
not even the noisiest of the things they sell. What about the fucking nachos? They got nachos.
All the
crunchy
shit,
chips.
yeah, crunchy chips, opening bags, all types of shit. You know, I'm like, what are you guys doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
money.
This guy is chewing on popcorn in my ear to the point to where I almost had to say something. Like, man, I almost felt like he was ruining the movie. And this was like for a good first hour. For a good 1 hour. I checked my fucking
Maybe
time.
that's why you didn't like
for
that
a good
first hour.
hour.
Maybe you were actually sad. Maybe you were actually sad.
That could have been a part of it.
This movie's
too.
really sad, and I'm extra sad because this motherfucker over here.
But
is
you know what?
ruining it.
This is the thing, though. If the movie was that amazing, I wouldn't even give a fuck. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter.
Okay.
And that was the thing. It was just like, it was just kind of starting off.
What about
the
people
whole
crying?
experience was kind of disappointing.
Were people crying in your theater?
No, fuck
right
no.
next to us. So at the beginning, there was like a little girl, like a little kid crying in the back. A baby. But this is during the preview, so it was whatever, you know. But I was like, who the fuck?
Brought a baby?
Yeah, who brings their
what time
fucking
did you
baby
go?
at 9:30?
I went at like 11:30.
Still 9:30 though. It's a fucking like 4-year-old kid, you know. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Fuck yeah! And it's a 3-hour movie.
You know, it was
Who
the
does that?
trippiest thing. It was a kid of gay parents, and I was like, what? But gay parents are usually so like badass at parenting, you know, like they're even better than regular parents.
Yeah,
Not regular, but
they
hetero.
have so much experience.
Hetero parents. It seems that way. It seems like they got their shit together, doesn't it?
They have mad generations of experience.
It just seems like they actually make the
they
conscious
pass down their
decision.
gay parenting knowledge to the next generation.
Every time I see like gay parents, they tend to be better parents. I don't know what it is. But then towards the end of the movie, there's like like these chicks next to us. This girl was probably about 18, 19, bawling, dude. Like could not. You know when you like as
Why?
a kid, she was sad. I guess. I mean, I think
because the movie affected her that much.
Yeah. Like towards the end.
Because they died. No way.
Because the peeps died. But
unbelievable.
Spoiler alerts might come out. Might be blurted out. By the way.
At this point, if you haven't seen the movie,
I mean, this is not even gonna.
You probably
this won't even drop till
aren't even
midweek.
expecting this. You probably don't even plan.
You
to
don't
see
care.
It. Yeah.
If you didn't see it by this weekend, then you don't care. You don't care.
Yeah.
So
and that's fine. You don't have to care.
Yeah.
You know?
So, but yeah, like you know when you're a kid and you like try to stop crying and you can't, you're like like whimpering like that. Like this is this chick like for the last 30 minutes of the movie, like
why
crying of emotion. Like she was, it moved her to tears.
Wow.
Yeah. And like I was right next to her. Like, well, there was like looked like her sister or friend was next to me. But I was laughing my ass off of this chick crying, and the girl would keep over looking at me like, look at this fucking asshole laughing at my friend or my sister crying. But I'm like, well, yeah, she's almost an adult. Come on, man. Like,
you need to get over it.
And then flash forward to July, and I'm crying my ass off because of Mufasa and Lion King. It's different.
Yeah, that is very different. That's very different.
That was almost one of my favorite things about going to see Avengers was the preview of Lion King was fucking dope.
Oh, I didn't even see any previews.
No, dude.
I never catch previews. I get there right when the movie starts fucking time.
They show Timon and Pumbaa for the first time, and it's.
I already seen that trailer. It's been out.
Yeah, when
you
they
watch it on YouTube,
bro.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess it just looked more exciting on the.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I never even show up early for the trailers. Because you can watch them on YouTube these days. You know, you don't have to wait anymore.
But the big screen.
You can watch the trailer in the theater if you wanted to. You know,
remember how back in the day people would show trailers and the trailers would be like coming next year. Like now it's like coming in 2 months. Like it tripped me out.
You have to.
I mean, that's what
people will forget. You're like, come on, a year from now we got a lot of other shit.
Yeah, it's coming.
To think about.
Shit coming down.
And our attention span is way shorter now. You know,
that's very true too.
So it's like. Yeah, but Endgame, didn't really enjoy it that much. I thought it was too slow.
Didn't tickle your butthole.
They made when the people actually started showing up, it was like too late in the movie.
Yeah,
it's like
probably the last.
It's like 15, really, bro. Like what the fuck?
I had this other guy too that was behind me, and like every time someone like would come out or something like cool would happen, he'd go like. How? Like I'm like, what do you mean how, man?
There was a lot of questions that were like that. There was a lot of questions to be asked for that movie, like especially with the whole time travel shit. I don't even want to get into depth with that because that shit didn't really make too much fucking sense.
To me, it was the rat. the rat is the thing that like I was like, really? So it all changed because a fucking rat was in a van, you know, like. I mean, again, spoilers for you motherfuckers that haven't seen it, but like when Ant-Man gets released from fucking the zone, it's because of the fucking rat is in the van, like, and like accidentally presses the button. Like,
I just got really confused on the part where, you know, was there Black Widow and what's the other fool's name?
Hawkeye or something.
Hawkeye, yeah. When they're like trying to sacrifice himself for the
it's like
stone.
they reused that scene all over again. You know, it was way more dramatic when fucking Thanos like threw Gamora off. You know, that was like,
oh yeah, that was
way more.
That
like,
was way more
shit.
dramatic. That was like, oh, I can't believe he did that.
That was sick and twisted.
But them, they were just trying to like, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. No, I'll do it.
The classic. Like,
yeah, kind of dumb. Like,
it's gotta be me.
And the thing was like, so once that happens, you can't come back, right? That's like,
it's like done. You're done. Yeah.
But there was a Gamora.
No, but that's because they went to the past.
Yeah, but still. So that was like, they didn't even, that never happened then.
That never happened, yeah.
But couldn't they just go back in time and undo her dying too? That's what I'm saying. They're acting like she's dead forever when they can like just snap the shit and then go back before she died. Right? Or no, maybe they can't because I think someone still had to die to get that stone.
I think
right?
what I was like when I watched it, I figured it out while I was watching it, and now I can't think about what I came up with was the solution or whatever. But something I figured it out at the time, but I don't know.
And this is the other thing. They have to sacrifice someone, right? Someone had to be sacrificed. Why not bring a sacrifice with you?
Because you have to love them.
You have to love the other person?
Love the person, yeah. It's funny is that
all of these little
they didn't know they had to do that, but Nebula did. You know, like Nebula knew that. Like,
but what of the two people that showed up didn't love each other?
I know, right? It's just like,
then what?
We're fucked.
We're just friends. Right? We're just kind of cool with each other.
I mean, I guess I'd be sad, but I mean, people die every day.
Yeah, and who was that? Is that Red Skull?
I have no idea who that dude is.
I love how they never say who the fuck that guy is. Yeah. After bringing them back
what cracked
again.
me up too was it like in the beginning scene with like Thanos. I'm like, where do you get a T-shirt? Like he's like living on some other fucking planet. He's just lounging
by himself. Yeah,
and in a T-shirt. I'm like,
who made that shit?
Where do you get this shit?
A lot of shit did not.
I don't think Amazon
sense,
delivers out there, bro.
But I do want to say the coolest part about that movie. I will say the parts I did like, which was the Hulk being like that version of the Hulk. I thought that was super dope.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Thor, of course,
funny.
Just him being Thor, you know, that character is super dope.
Yeah.
What else did I like? I mean, the action scene at the end was really dope. I just felt like it came too late, and it was like there was no action before that. Like, how are we watching a 3-hour action movie when you guys aren't even giving us any action until the very end? Like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is that? That's like, this is the climax. Like, the moment we've been waiting for, when we could have been like, you could have not had us wait.
It did look like the battle of battles.
But of course, but they could have had mini battles before that.
All this year, they're just gonna be dropping like big, because like Game of Thrones is gonna have that same shit too, where it's like the battle to end all battles or whatever, you know.
But this is the thing too. Also, the time travel thing. There was 2 things that happened this week involving time travel, and the other one was Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, that's true. Well. I don't
know
too much of the story.
And when I thought about that one, I was like, you know, when they do like fashion and they have like 2 celebrities that wore the same dress, and they're like, who wore it better? Yeah. That's the first thing I thought was like, who did the time travel thing better? Yeah. You know?
What do you think?
I guess I would kind of have to give it to Mortal Kombat just because it made more sense of what was happening.
Well, it gave you more time too. You played through it, you know. It's a different thing. I think it's a different feel. My coworker asked me, he's like, "Oh, have you seen any of like Mortal Kombat 11?" I'm like, "Oh, I already played it." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, but Mikey's too good at it, so I do not enjoy it." Like,
and that's the thing. Like,
amazing.
I was like, I had like a day of experience ahead
sick,
of you, and that's like literally all you need is one day. Like, honestly, like I go online. And then you'll play against some of these guys, and it's like, whoa,
they'll fuck you up.
Have you been playing this all day, every day since it came out? Because you are doing some ridiculous shit right now, and this just came out.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is going on right now?
These are the people that never turn on their lights in their house. Like, they've been playing it all day.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, it is frustrating sometimes. I mean, no one enjoys losing, number one. I mean, especially when there's a fighting game. No one enjoys getting their ass kicked.
I don't mind losing, like, once in a while.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
not
if
back
it's a
to
close
back
match,
to back.
But you don't want to just get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of
not
these guys are
not
just, going off combos on you. Like, there's no chance in hell. There is no chance.
Like, you just get frustrated.
Yeah, just like you rage quit.
You even fucking make this game.
Fuck this game.
God damn it.
Shit just came out.
I'll never be as good as the Koreans.
Uninstall. You know, like,
did you delete Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I was running out of space on my.
Yeah, we're back on Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah. It's because I downloaded all of Limp Bizkit's discography on it, and I don't have space no more.
Yeah, but I will say it is definitely hands down not only the best Mortal Kombat game ever, but the best fighting game ever, hands down. Like,
to me, that goes to Fight Night Round 2. That's the best
way.
Fighting game of all time.
The graphics, the details, everything is just really ridiculous.
I should make a fighting game like this. We got Bloodsport going on here in the background with a little JCVD over here. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme for all you who don't know him like that. Who don't know him like that.
But yeah, the story mode, super dope. The time travel, for those that don't know, there's this chick, they introduced this chick that I guess is the keeper of time. And she has this big ass hourglass, and she pretty much goes back in time to undo what just happened, where Raiden, she feels like there's no balance anymore. So she had to go back in time, undo shit, and doing that she brought people from the past into the present. So you had the present day, bad, good. Yeah, so you'll have a present day Liu Kang, and then a past version of Liu Kang, with Kung Lao and all these people.
It's funny, present day Liu Kang looks at past Liu Kang. He's like, man, that was such a little
which
bitch.
is crazy though is the present day Liu Kang and Kung Lao and also Katana and Jade. They're all revenants, and for those that don't know what revenants are, that means they're the evil. They're evil now. Okay. They're you know how Liu Kang was the champion. They were all for the good side, right? They're now evil versions of themselves.
That's what I'm saying. You have modern Liu Kang would be looking at his own.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
so exactly
bitch.
that. So you already know that they had a face off, younger Liu Kang versus.
I don't know.
Because they're this guy's a good one, and then this guy is on the bad team now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that went down. Yeah. But besides the story was dope.
Graphics are out of this fucking world for sure.
Yeah, the graphics are amazing.
The gore is gore.
Yeah. All the effects, how they slow down shit, and the crushing blows, and how the blood looks, and the fatalities, everything is just you can just tell they put a lot of thought and a lot of time into it, and you can tell that they went back over and over and over, just tweaking little things.
Yeah, they got people that really appreciated Mortal Kombat pretty much, to work on it and stuff.
Yeah. So you can tell, and this was one of the few things that actually lived up to the hype, because they've been hyping Mortal Kombat like crazy as of the past month or so, and it definitely lived up to the hype. But the thing people are not enjoying about the game, of course, is the grind. There's so they have all these custom cosmetic shit you can do now. You can have your own custom version of Scorpion. Or, shit like that, change his spear, change his mask, all types of shit. Make his outfit look a little different colors. You can make him blue now with, that's what you fuck with.
Customization, I get it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the grind, though, the way you have to unlock these things, you get, coins and whatever the fuck else they want to call it.
It's the fucking games on your phone and shit.
Yeah, and it's yeah, exactly. So, it's kind of fucked up how they're doing this shit, because it's there's always those microtransactions they're trying to get people to do. Besides buying the game, they want you to spend additional money. So you can buy this to
pay to play.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not even pay to play in this instance, because pay to play.
Yeah, to be honest, I never know what the fuck that means.
Pay to play means you pay money to
keep advancing.
Your
okay.
yeah.
All right, I guess
but like a lot of games don't do pay to play because that's like it gets called out as cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you could be a noob and just buy like some sick ass weapon.
And you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The biggest complaint is the whole spending hours and hours on.
Yeah, the grind. So besides grinding in Mortal Kombat, the game is definitely like a 9 out of 10. You know, super dope. If you don't have it, if you like fighting games, I would definitely recommend that you get the shit. And yeah, it's pretty much the hottest game out right now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be that way for the next couple months.
For a bit, yeah, because there's nothing too interesting coming out. But besides that, what else everybody has been on, of course, is the NBA playoffs. It's been like games all week, every week.
Oh, basketball, right?
Yeah.
That's that game with the hoop.
Yeah, that's that game with that backboard thing.
Yeah, that big old.
And the game where you see a bunch of black guys. Yeah,
that's every sport.
That one.
That's every sport.
I don't know about every sport, not in hockey, but maybe one day.
I know, right?
But basketball, the NBA. Who's in it right now? We're entering second round. We're already in second round for some people, but we got tomorrow Golden State Warriors versus the Rockets.
Oh, game one,
right?
That
is definitely, this is a series everybody wants to watch.
Yeah. Everybody would love to have that as a final.
Yeah,
to be honest,
of course. But of course we can't do that because they're on the same coast.
But I was like looking at the NBA like stuff back then, and it wasn't like that before. Like before, like that you would still get like same coast people like going off against each other. Like it was a trip. Like
what?
Yeah, like I remember like you would have like, for example, you'd still have like Utah versus fucking like the Lakers and shit. That was like, aren't they on the same? That's still Western Conference, isn't it?
They've never played in the finals against each other. What year are you talking about?
We got like into some finals, but
who the hell would even be in the finals? The only time the Jazz were in the finals was when
talk shit on the Jazz
when Karl Malone and John Stockton, and that was when Michael Jordan was playing. So how the hell would the Lakers be?
All right, I guess not that. Who did these fools go up? Detroit's on the other side. Yeah, I don't know.
No, they don't do that.
I feel like I was looking it up and then I was seeing this stuff, but I guess not.
No, so
I guess I'm just full of shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Wow. Learning a lot about myself right now.
Yeah. But yeah, the Clippers gave it a good shot. I mean, what'd you think of the Clippers?
I love what the Clippers did because of them losing. I get free wings on Tuesday because Dunzo bet me. Now I get free wings. So I love that they did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good way to look at it. And I mean, the Clippers did pretty great they exceeded expectations. That's for damn sure. Like, I didn't think that I didn't really care. I wasn't even thinking about them, really. Let's just put it that way. And then they made it to the playoffs. They went against the Warriors, where everybody knew they were going to lose. But they actually put up a fight, and they set a record for coming back to win a game after a 31-point deficit,
right?
Which is pretty fucking amazing. That's a lot of fucking heart.
Still, like, a lot of Clippers fans talk shit on Lakers right now since we're doing fucking
shitty
shit.
They've been shitty for a while.
I mean, at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you guys barely, once you get to the playoffs, you don't really do shit. So what the fuck's the point, But
honestly, I
feel like they don't believe in themselves enough to actually ever go out there and win it. Like win the whole goddamn thing. I think like their next level is like, we just want to get past this first round, like type of shit.
Well, it's baby steps, I mean, you can't just.
I think so. You gotta go in it with like.
Not right now. You gotta be realistic. You gotta think about who's there. And you gotta remember that there's the two, not only defending champs, but back-to-back defending champs.
I still think it's a win.
And not only that, but they have like some of the sickest players to ever play the game. And even if one guy is not really doing it that night, the other guy will catch on fire.
Yeah.
This last game, where they closed it out, where was Curry? Where was Thompson? These guys weren't even like really there.
Yeah.
Durant on fire.
Yeah.
This fool was like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. This fool was like, this fool was in the zone.
They're
like,
really
unbelievable.
They're a pick your poison team for sure. Like,
Hell yeah. It's
you're like who do I want to get stabbed by? Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like if you're like walking down the street and you see gang members,
but not
on
even
one
a pick
side.
your poison. It's like, even if, you know, like they didn't have good nights. But they'll always you're not always gonna have a good night, but they'll always have someone to pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's like. The opposing side is like, okay, who are we gonna go hard on, and like who are we gonna kind of let, you know, we're gonna cover Clay and Steph today, and see if maybe KD can't like pull it off type of shit. You know, it's like you can't spread your whole team and cover them all. You
there's
know
really
I mean?
no answer for it. And
Yeah, you don't gotta. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely like, who's gonna stab me today? Like, I gotta see, like, if I block him, this guy's gonna fuck me. If I block this guy,
it's very true. You gotta just kind of go with.
It's like being the hot guy.
Who's
in prison,
hot? Yeah,
man.
you gotta if whatever guy has the hot hand, put your best guy on that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make
Yeah.
these other guys work, and that's all you can hope for. That's pretty much all you can do. On the East Coast, I don't really give a fuck about what's happening over there.
I don't even think people over there give a fuck about what's
Yeah, I
happening.
think now they
over
don't.
there.
I mean, right now we got Denver playing the Spurs, and Denver actually just closed out the
Yeah, they
Spurs
just
for
beat them
the
up.
first round.
They didn't go for the foul at the end. That was a
The
trip,
did
right?
you
Yeah,
see that?
yeah,
You saw it
even-
live?
Yeah, even Greg Popovich
Oh,
was
my
on the,
God.
He was on the court, like being like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, go
What
get 'em."
was
Like,
that?
You're losing the game either way.
Yeah,
like,
the clock is running.
Yeah.
Literally running. Even if they let the shot clock run out, they would
They got
only have
2
like 6
seconds.
seconds. Yeah, like what kind of strategy was that?
No, that was.
Oh my god, that was the worst thing. I've seen like people play NBA 2K make better decisions than what the fuck they did in the fucking Game 7.
I'm telling you, like,
of the
did you see
playoffs.
Popovich on the court, like on the court, in it? Like,
He
in
probably
the
didn't
field.
even want to see them after that. He probably didn't even want to go to the locker
He
room.
probably wants to fucking. He's like, you know what?
He's like, he wanted to yell at them. He's like, I'm not even gonna yell at you. You guys know that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna yell.
Out of all my years of coaching,
The goddamn doctor tells me I can't get so damn angry no more.
you guys let the fucking clock run.
Yeah,
Like they should have fouled them right after they got, what was that? Did he get blocked or he just missed it? DeRozan at the last possession? I think he got blocked, right?
Oh yeah, he got
Some
blocked
shit
from
like
there.
that.
Yeah, and
They
should
should have fouled right
there
then.
Right then and there.
Like, what are you doing? They let them dribble
It's
up
like that-
court.
and it wasn't even like their point guard that dribbled it up court either.
It was like the biggest white dude. What the fuck, man? Like, what are you guys doing?
If there's anyone that's gonna like,
I swear to God,
make
it
a
felt like they
foul.
gave up. It was like
They
the
did.
game. The game
They
was so
did.
close, but they were losing the whole entire time.
That block like just took the heart.
Yeah,
out of this.
I think so.
Took the heart out of them for sure. Bitches.
But that's the thing. That's my other point. It's like, I mean, does it really matter? Because even if they did win,
not gonna
are they
do it.
going to win the
Yeah,
next
exactly.
round?
That's how I feel about the Clippers.
That's the thing. And that's the whole point of the whole thing. If you're not going to win it all, does it really matter how far you got? Does it really matter?
It's almost becoming a thing about like we're just gonna see how much the fucking Warriors win by. Like,
Yeah.
all right, were they winning in 4?
I mean,
Like-
the only way I see it being like a good thing, whether or not you lose, I mean, win the championship, is if, I mean, you're the owner and you can just keep it going as long as you can to sell merchandise and tickets
that's
and
true.
food,
And you get the
you know what I'm
airtime
saying,
money,
and beer.
You get airtime money.
Yeah,
too,
you're like,
and
that's
stuff.
the only way it works out for you to go that long
Yeah.
and not win everything. It's like, well,
Yeah.
at least we made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, that's true.
But like all these guys getting knocked out in the first round, it's like, come on,
Yeah.
like let's talk about Westbrook and the Thunder getting knocked out for the 3rd year in a row
Also,
in the first round.
I also think they just don't have what it takes. Like,
I don't know if they have what
like,
it takes. I think
Russell
they don't
Westbrook
even give a
actually
fuck.
knows that he can do it, but I don't think the rest of the team believes as much.
And this is the thing though, because now I was listening to the sports people, the experts.
The sports people.
Yeah, those
You
guys,
know.
those guys get paid
My
to talk,
daddy was a
talk
sports
in their
person.
suits.
His
Pretty much,
dad
yeah.
was a sports person.
Pretty much like your uncles hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out in suits, talking on camera.
Oh yeah, I met Bill Russell when I
Yeah.
was 8. Like type of.
You know, like these guys.
Shaq. Have you seen Shaq lately on the fucking thing
Yeah,
with
dude.
his like glasses and shit? They told me today that Shaq has a platinum record. That's what my fucking coworker told me.
I'm sure he does from that one song.
I mean, even like I guess even fucking Will Smith has like platinum records, right? Like
what?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're throwing me off my thought.
Sorry, my bad.
I don't know why the hell you're talking about Shaq's music right now. That's irrelevant as fuck.
I mean,
okay,
because that's always interesting.
No, it's not. No one cares about Shaq's song.
I learned these little tidbits, informations of Shaq.
What was I saying about the announcer, the sports people?
Oh, they were saying something about Russell Westbrook or something?
Oh, yeah. So, 3 years in a row, right? Knocked out first round. But also, 3 years in a row, he's averaged a triple-double. Now, they're saying, is his legacy going to be...
Ball hog.
Well, can you even call him a ball hog if he's averaging... Yeah, if he's averaging assists, too. But it's like, is it going to be just about your individual legacy or about what you did for a team? Because he has no championships. Doesn't look like he's on the road to a championship.
Not even a conference. No. Nope.
I mean, the closest they gotten was like
KD.
when they were with KD and they lost to the Warriors. And it's like
the conference final, right? Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I don't think. And if you've seen his post-game interviews, he's very just like standoffish, kind of like he doesn't want to talk to any of these people. He feels like he's forced to be there, which I'm sure he is forced to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck wants to live in Oklahoma City?
Well, I'm not talking about that part, but I mean, like, they never, some of these guys don't want to do that, the post-game, where they have to answer the questions and shit, you know, especially after they lost. Yeah. But they have to.
That was an embarrassing loss tonight, Russell. Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, the team went out there, we had a plan, and we didn't stick to it. And, yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
The reporter's just like giving him shit the whole time.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, I just predict that the Warriors are going to win the whole thing. Again, three-peat. I've been saying that. Three-peat. Definitely going to happen, and I'm going to be so excited to see them fucking three-peat this bitch. Maybe even four-peat. If they can stay together, a lot of people think that Durant's going to leave after this year. I don't see why the fuck he would do that. So,
who was the last team to win 4 in a row?
There's never been
a 4 in a row. Not even the Celtics back in the day?
No.
All right.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we would have to fact check that one. But I'm pretty sure there's always been like a little gap between like
I know they won a lot
after at least like 3, because even when Jordan he three-peat twice, but those were like there was a break in between. And I think he actually could have been a person that could have like he got 3 and then he only got 2
after that.
Yeah, okay. 3 with Shaq, 2 without.
Yeah, impressive.
And yeah, I mean Shaq got rings without Kobe too, though. I mean, can't forget.
Oh yeah,
that.
But he also had fucking Chris Bosh and fucking LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
No, actually, no. When that happened, Shaq wasn't there yet.
LeBron wasn't there.
That was before. He did it with D Wade.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was like Kobe 2.0.
Yeah,
he's like not as good as Kobe. I'm not saying that, but like he was like another. You know, he was a shooting guard.
He's like the mold for what like James Harden has become, type of thing to me. That's like what I saw Dwayne Wade was.
James Harden's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, but speaking of beasts, Luke Walton as
oh god,
the
beast
is caught up in some sexual assault allegations now.
I'm gonna say it. Not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
You know what? Honestly,
he does
look like a type of dude that would do some shit like that.
He looks like a type of dude that does not understand why girls don't like him. Like, he's like, what do you? I'm like tall and.
Well, like, I mean, when I look at Luke Walton and just knowing his career, I just see him as reeking of white privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this guy
definitely,
as white privilege like a motherfucker. Like this guy was never even good enough to be in the NBA. Yeah. And then somehow this motherfucker became a coach for the Lakers.
That'd be like if they just sent me a letter asking me if I wanted to be the coach.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure?
He became a coach for the same team.
We're looking for anyone, really.
Yeah, that he wasn't even good enough to be on. And coach like one of the best players in the world.
Yeah. Well, they were playing at the same time too. So it's like, you imagine LeBron being like, "Bitch, I remember you on the bench.
I used to shit on you.
Tell me,
you didn't even get to play.
Don't tell me how to play, motherfucker. I'm sure I dunked on you at least 5 times."
Fucking Luke Walton, man. This fool, I feel like everything that's happened in his life has been because of his dad, Bill. This fool has just paved the way for for his little young white son. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doors are just open. Like, there's a hallway, and then you just see all the way down that bitch because all the doors are just wide the fuck open.
Dad's just like, I mean, my son needs a job.
Luke. You know Luke. He's a good boy. Named after the guy in the Bible.
Come on, he's there. You don't remember? He's the guy on the bench for 8 years.
Yeah, exactly. But Luke Walton, yeah, he definitely does kind of look like that kind of guy.
I definitely see it.
We're right in the middle on this one, guys.
This one.
We're just going to let this play out. We're just going to let this one play out.
We're not touching it.
Yeah. We're going to let this one play out and see if she was lying or telling the truth.
I'm not going into this topic's room.
We're not going to that. Exactly. We're not going into this topic's hotel.
I don't give a shit about my book.
Exactly, yeah. It's not that important. But other things that were important that recently was Coachella. And what about, how do you feel about Coachella? Have you ever been, Mike?
I've been to Coachella. I went
really?
in 2010, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gorillas and Muse. It was sick. All Jay-Z, but I got like...
How much were the tickets?
Like $300. Mm-hmm. I used that...
it was worth it, though?
I had a great time, but it was like my first time like really going to something like that. So you know, now I'm like, oh my god, like 3 whole days of like, oh man, not a comfortable shower. I mean, I'm chill with it and all, but
when you're younger,
when I was younger, I was
when you're younger, of course,
yeah.
Like fuck it.
I didn't even sleep in a tent, dude. I just
slept. You sleep on the ground. Yeah,
I just slept on the ground. Yeah,
you could be freezing your ass off.
Yep.
Like whatever it's experience.
This was like before, you know, like before fucking Beyonce got all super famous and like, I mean, she was always super famous, but you know, before this like cult following of Beyonce, this whole like Queen Bee type of shit going on, and Jay-Z was performing, and I don't know what the fuck I like was wrong with my body, but it ached like a motherfucker. So I ended up having like, I left Jay-Z's performance as I'm walking away, like Beyonce comes on and shit or whatever, and I just like remember not even giving a shit, you know. I'm like, damn. I still don't really give too many shits about Beyonce, but like I remember like that would have been something important to see. I guess
I don't even care about Beyonce that much, but I did watch that. You see her homecoming video on Netflix?
I know it's there, but I did not watch it.
I watched it, and that shit was honestly amazing. Like I was like, whoa. I honestly forgot, like, because when you think about Beyonce, you don't think like, oh, this is somebody I want to put, like, you just get in your car and start playing Beyonce. Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that never pops in your head, at least as a guy, as me.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be very concerned if any of my straight friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like... But honestly, when I watched that video of her live shit, I was like, damn, I forgot she had this many hits. Because she has hits on hits. Yeah. All the way she killed the performance, like, the whole put together, like the other people, the band,
Netflix, I'm usually like chilling by myself, you know, and I'm not gonna like just watch it by myself.
Oh fuck no, I didn't watch it by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just chilling, and then I just, you know, we were here.
I don't want to watch it with a chick, and then like her get all like, you know, like with their Beyonce's like "fuck a man" type of songs, like you know.
Nah, I didn't have no songs like that.
No, it didn't have like.
I mean, of course they did "Single Ladies," but like, and if I was a boy,
what about like to the left? What's that song? Which is like to the left, to the left.
You know what she might have done. I mean, that's a big hit.
Yeah, and then like Lemonade or whatnot, and like.
No, she didn't do that shit.
No, she's like she let that shit go.
Yeah, right? yeah. She's like, this is Coachella. You gotta remember.
Sorry,
this is people trying to have a good time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like.
And Jay-Z, did Jay-Z
shit.
come on in the show too? Did he come out? No.
No, he did. He came out for Drunken Love.
Okay, so it'd be hilarious if she did do that song and my next song.
Yeah, no, he did make an appearance, and also Destiny Child made an appearance, which was dope
cool.
too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Kelly Rowland. What's the other ones?
Michelle. Michelle Williams, I believe.
I thought they were all sisters.
No, sisters. I don't know. None of them were related.
None of them?
No, they're like. Kelly and Beyonce are just like best friends that grew up together.
That's more mind blowing than finding out Shaq has a platinum record.
Yep, man. And, but yeah, and also at Coachella was. Oh yeah, you're about the herpes
special
fight?
Guest, the herpes showed up.
Yeah, right. That was all over TMZ.
Sick ass band, the herpes.
There was a herpes spike at Coachella for some reason. I guess
Yeah.
there was a lot of unprotected sex happening or
That's
something.
because they throw out condoms like a motherfucker there. Like,
Really?
There's just people walking around like just throwing condoms.
I've
around
never
and shit.
been to Coachella, so I don't know.
It's a good
like,
time.
It's weird for me because I make music, so I always felt like if I'm gonna go to Coachella, I want to be like an act there. I don't want to just.
So you're
be
never going.
I'm never going. Yeah, I don't want to be in the general audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see if that happens or not. But for now, I'm never going to Coachella.
Not even stepping foot.
Yeah. So I'm not down to pay that much money, and I'm pretty sure it's more expensive than when you went. So.
I'm pretty sure it is now, yeah.
Yeah, especially when
we're talking about 10 years later.
Yeah, especially because they got Kanye West doing church services there now.
God damn. Like,
yeah, you heard about that?
Dude, and the fucking prices of his shit
Yeah,
that he
the
was
merch.
selling,
merch at church, my dude?
$90 shirts that say, what did it
No,
say?
did you see the socks, though?
How much were the socks? Those are
Did you
like
see the
50.
socks?
No, what they say?
Bro, these are plain white, crew socks that read on one side in black lettering, church, and then on the other side, socks. And these were like $50.
Fucking Kanye, man.
Unbelievable, right? Like, who even prints this shit up
What did these
before
other
you go
shirts
do
say?
that
I
shit?
know like his other shirt said like the dumbest shit too, but I kind of like what the fuck did Kanye's fucking shirt say? But I know his sweaters were like $250. Like,
Who does that though, bro?
rich people, rich.
No. Who sells? Who claims to do a quote unquote church
like
service?
the church doesn't fucking do that themselves. You go to church.
Yeah, not for that much though.
Okay,
Come
nah,
on,
nah,
bro.
definitely.
And selling people socks that read church socks on it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous. Like, damn near blasphemy. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
pretty much
if I
that.
was religious, which I'm not, I would be so offended by the whole fucking thing. I would be
Trust
very
God
offended.
is a trust God, Holy Spirit. What is up, man?
And they're just like, they're not even like cool.
Kanye never
just
ceases to be like.
It looks like someone made this design in like 10 minutes. It was like,
There you
that's
go.
it.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep. There it is. White shirt, black leathers, trust God.
Yeah.
We're good. We're going to give a little arch. There we go. Not just straight.
Like they made it on fucking Microsoft
yeah.
Paint.
Here
and
we
shit.
go.
Yeah.
A little arch there.
There you go.
We're good, Kanye. Yeah. And then they were talking about like The View. Did you hear about that?
The
They
show
were
The
saying
View?
like, I guess they like, no, like I guess they were live streaming it.
Uh-huh.
But they were describing it as like a hole, looking through like a hole at the performance. So it wasn't even like a full picture. It's like
on YouTube or something, or what do you mean?
or however they were streaming the performance for you to watch it. Like
fuck?
if you weren't there,
Yeah, the Kanye's.
it looked
church
like you were
services
looking
thing?
through a hole in the wall.
Like the whole thing, or just
Yes.
Kanye's church?
No, the church part.
The church part.
Yeah, his part.
Oh, you know he's an exclusive bastard. What is up?
I just think he just does shit just to do it, just so you can like talk about it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm gonna make these expensive ass clothes and I'm gonna get free publicity.
Like Kanye
You know?
just donated 50 pounds of his own shit to the homeless. Like, what do you mean?
Unbelievable. And then, yeah, I mean, what else happened? Musically, speaking of Beyonce, going back to that Destiny's Child Broadway musical. You heard about that?
I didn't hear about it.
And this is the thing. So
I
guess
I can already tell it's gonna be a fucking huge hit.
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah.
But
this is the thing. So from my understanding, it's not actually be like Beyonce and them doing it.
yeah,
It's
gonna be like
her
actors.
dad. No, it's
Oh.
not even like that. It's
Oh,
about
shit.
I guess like from his dad's point of view of developing Destiny's Child.
All
But
right.
they will have like he owns some of the rights to some of the songs, so of course they're gonna be able to perform
some of
the
or
songs. Yeah.
whatever.
hmm But it's gonna be like it's not like something that them
like,
themselves Beyonce
man,
has any part of you know what I'm saying? It's not
This is
like
the
her
story of how I
idea.
exploited my daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Like his story. But you know, I think it's a great idea for him. I definitely believe people will. It got my interest. I mean, I would love to see, hear his point of view.
But I mean,
on-
what's the last musical you ever saw? I haven't seen a musical. I think
No,
ever.
I never. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did want to watch that Hamilton bullshit or
I'm
whatever.
black.
Like,
Black people don't go to musicals.
no, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got an excuse.
Yeah, I got a valid excuse.
I don't think Latinos go that much either, man. Gotta be honest.
No, man. We definitely don't do musicals. Cause that shit's whack.
I mean,
Nobody wants to hear people singing in costume.
I saw a little bit of that, like, you know how everyone went crazy about Hamilton or whatever, and like I like looked it up and I'm like, wait, this is kind of whack. What the fuck are people even like raving about? It's just like, it's white people rapping, like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck wants to listen to that for hours and then dancing too? Actually, that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, no, not my cup of tea or coffee or beer. Or
I don't even think you like tea.
I do love tea. Actually.
Oh yeah, you do.
Tea.
Not the tea you drink doesn't count. That's like,
bro, I love all types of tea.
Raspberry iced tea is not tea, bro.
I love all types of tea, bro.
Okay.
Lipton. Bro, hell yeah.
Okay,
tea bag. I'm the king of tea bagging.
You're a big tea bagger, huh?
Yeah.
Tea bag on the daily.
Have some hoes. Have some hoes about me.
Daily, man.
Yeah, man. So, but speaking of the tea bag, Joe Biden has finally
in it.
announced that he's running for president.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, I feel like he's gonna be the head runner, obviously, the main guy. He's probably gonna get the nomination. But I was talking about it with the homie Avery, and he was saying like, you know what? I'm starting to realize that like people want a president that has like a kind of like a funny voice, you know, or something that resonates in their mind, like when they like, you know, like because Trump, everyone fucking does a Trump impersonation. Bill Clinton had a voice that you did that. Even Barack Obama had that like. I want to be clear, you know, like type of shit, you know, like it's that type of speech.
That's kind of interesting, but Joe Biden doesn't.
Joe Biden has none of that. You know, like no charisma to like. No. I mean, if people like him because he's like kind of dumb, like he does like dumb shit, like.
Like what?
You never heard like he
rubbing shoulders?
No, like okay, that's just like slightly awkward shit, but no, like there's like a lot of clips where he's like saying like for example, he's like talking about this guy's mom, and he's like, oh, and her mother, like God rest her soul. And he's like, wait, she's still alive. Oh yeah, she's still alive. He's like, God bless her soul. Like she's like commemorating this woman, and she's not even dead or whatever. Like it's this whole like he just has a lot of like little blunders of like he just. I mean,
honestly, he seems like
But what is funny is that he has these like videos of him being like, in like big old like meetings or I don't know what they call them, rallies, where he's like talking about Trump, and he's like, if people ask me if I want to debate Trump, he's like, I want to take him to the back. If we were in high school together, I'd take him to the back of the gym and like, you know, pretty much.
Well, what was the thing I saw Trump talking about? Something about feeling young and shit. Did you hear about that?
Feeling young.
They asked something about him and Biden, and Trump was quoted as saying he's younger. Young. Like, I don't know, man. They're both old as shit, bro.
They're both old as fuck. So it's like, I would love to see them go at it. Actually, that'd be a hilarious fight. But they both talk to each other, like in their separate rallies. They're both saying like, "I'll fuck him up." Like, "I'll fuck him up."
Honestly, I think Joe Biden is probably one of the few people that can actually handle Trump, like on stage.
Yeah, he gets under his skin for sure. He gets
like you know, you can already expect Trump to be like just coming with the attacks, the verbal attacks, just kind of like this and that. Poking fun, you know, coming up with nicknames, and Joe Biden
calls him Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, I think Joe Biden will be able to, you know, he's a fighter. He'll fight back. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to just sit there and take it. He's like, I'm old, you're old. You know, like we're both going to die soon.
I'm being old. Yeah. Like you're old too, motherfucker.
We're both going to die. I got nothing to lose. You know. Yeah. But I don't know, man.
But it'd be funny if Bernie wins it, because like seeing them debate. Yeah, like because Bernie has a funny voice. You know, like. We're gonna make the money for the top 1%. Like, you know, like he speaks like with this like super like funny accent, and I think it'd be really funny to see them debating, like Donald Trump and him debating. It'd just be the two like funniest voices just going at it. But,
yeah.
I mean, I think people are now gonna just be like, I don't think Biden has enough like on stage persona to be able to.
But you know what's funny is that Trump. Like how many people are running in the Democratic office. Like so how are they gonna like start narrowing this shit
20.
down? How do they do
20.
that? What's that process like?
They already know. They just vote, and they're like, "Oh, come on, it's gonna be Joe."
Could you
Biden.
imagine all of these people on stage like,
I already
giving their
see it.
spiel about what they're gonna do,
Like the
and you're like hoping you're not at the end because you're gonna like fuck the end and already all said what I was gonna say.
Oh, they do it in separate nights. They're like, "Can I be on night one?" Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be more like. No, I think a lot of people are gonna start dropping out pretty soon. And now that Joe Biden's entered the race, I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, well."
Just a little bow out,
yeah,
gracefully bow out.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Out of respect or what?
Pledge your support for whoever, like who. If you're gonna vote for me, then vote for Biden or
and give him all your support.
Give him all your exactly. He's gonna need it or whatever. I think that's
hey.
That's what happens.
That sounds pretty accurate.
That's
that
what happens.
Sounds pretty important.
I think it's gonna come down to like Biden, Bernie, and maybe that Beto O'Rourke guy. He's like the guy from Texas. He's kind of young. He looks like Napoleon
Texas
Dynamite.
A&M?
Not Texas Tech.
Oh. Fresh out of college.
Texas Tech sounds like the way to make a bull like come instantly. Like that's the type of technology they have in Texas.
Wow, Texas has been in this podcast a lot tonight.
Yeah.
If you think about Beyonce's from Texas.
She's from Texas.
Spurs just got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, there's a lot of Texas happening tonight. But also outside of Texas is that shit that happened in Paris, right? The Notre Dame shit.
Notre Dame burned down.
Yeah.
Wait,
so how do you know how it started?
I guess there's like this is the most ironic shit because they were restoring it, and that's how it burned down. Like
it was like an accidental.
It was an accidental thing while trying to restore the church or whatever.
Yeah.
So the cathedral.
Yeah.
And in that process, they fucking they burned it down.
You know what's crazy though?
He got fired, right? That guy.
So that would make sense, right? I mean, you set our place on fire. You're fired.
Yeah. It's like if you go to get plastic surgery, you want your tits big, and then like, actually, you have no more tits. Like, I kind of fucked it up, and I burned away your tits completely.
Damn. But what's crazy though is that just like a few days later, they raised like $1 billion,
yep.
which is unbelievable. Which is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like people can't get
why
money to Africa.
Yeah, why are you guys?
Like,
no, I was so mad when I heard that. I was like,
dude,
you guys got $1 billion to just rebuild a building.
Cathedral?
Fuck
yeah,
you guys.
like,
you guys are dumb.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, no.
People, fool.
Like,
people.
Yeah, it's not even
building?
Yeah.
A building. Fuck that building, bro. Fuck that building. I'll set the whole building on fire.
Never seen it. People that have never even seen it or been there are like, we gotta restore it.
Unbelievable.
And like, there's protests in France.
Oh yeah. No, I saw it because they're pissed off about that shit.
What the fuck? They're like, we have like the homeless need it. Like, there's a lot of shit that like,
fuck
with $1 billion,
rightfully, bro. Rightfully.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're a church, right? It's like a church, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a church. It's a
something
Catholic,
like that?
Yeah, it's a Catholic cathedral.
Wouldn't that be the right thing to do with that money?
Yeah, but hey, man.
With that money, we can rebuild, or we can use this money to help our people.
The higher up of the
unbelievable, man.
They're so flashy. It's so weird. Like, I remember like a couple years ago when like that other pope, the one that stepped down, which I didn't even know they could do that, but that pope that stepped down, he had like Ferrari shoes, like these like bright red, like Versace, like Ferrari, like I don't know, they were either Versace or Ferrari shoes.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about where
they were like $10,000, bro. Like
Paris, France, the area, those
they
European. Area, Italy, all that shit. There, that's where the designer brands come from.
Yeah, well, I guess
the Gucci's and the
Louis
Vuitton, all this shit.
You're supposed to be a humble character, and you're fucking stepping on fucking $10,000. Like, come on.
And I also heard that the reason why some of those people were donating is because the rules over there are different with their tax write-offs. So it would be like a huge tax write-off for them to donate.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, man, still you gotta. I just feel like that's really fucked up. Because I feel like there is enough money to actually
fix the world's problems.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it's like, no, obviously no one cares. Obviously no one gives a fuck. They're just like, why? Why me? Why do I need to help them?
I think this is some like eyes wide shut shit, like type of like secret society bullshit where it's like these like super rich people use the church as some kind of weird fucked up meeting center.
Maybe there's a balance thing that we need to keep in order. Is it? Do you think maybe we need to keep people rich and people poor to keep the world going around?
I don't think that because I'm poor, but I'm sure the rich believe that. Yeah, I'm sure the rich.
I mean, if you're rich, you think about it. If everybody was rich, who's gonna like sell me a car, or like, or sell me clothes, or like,
people
or clean my bathroom?
People think that like that pretty much that you take away if you don't make getting rich like a goal or something, like you take away people's ambition. But I don't think that's true. I think people do things like sometimes. I mean, nobody's gonna work at.
Oh well, honestly, I think some people don't have ambition to begin with.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you gave an ambition test, then we can give those people some money.
So, like, would that be like a multiple
Maybe
choice?
that would help your ambition if they gave you some money to start your business.
Oh yeah, like Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I
you know?
received a small $1 million
You take the
donation.
test though, and they're like, "Nope, you have no ambition. We can't give you any money." I think those people would be like, I get it." You know, but
they just send you to Nicaragua. Like, you have no ambition. You can go live in Nicaragua. All right.
Because they know they don't even have ambition to fight.
Yeah, it's like, I'm chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your hammock.
Yeah.
Here's your hammock and your old jerseys of championship teams that would have won, but they didn't. And it's like old printed shirts.
Yeah. All the losers.
All the loser teams.
Here's your gear.
You're good, right?
You guys are fans now.
You're good, right? Here's a 40. Yeah, I'm good with this. Yeah, I'll be fine.
You're like all your sports facts are thrown off. You're like, oh man, these guys won last year, the year before.
Champs, baby.
It's like, nope, that did not.
It's my team, baby.
You gotta stay winning. We get their gear all the time.
You didn't see the game on TV? TV? No, I don't have a TV. What are you talking about?
No, we draw pictures of them.
We just get the shirts every year, man. That's it. That's how we know.
It takes about an hour for us to watch. I mean, a year to watch the NBA Finals in pictures. Oh my God, Steph Curry did it again. Look at this picture.
It's like 4 years old. They're like retired already.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, on that note, I hope you guys had a great time listening to this week's episode. And yeah, and, you know, we had a lot of shit to talk about, and hopefully you guys are having your own conversations amongst yourselves too. And
hopefully you guys are getting laid, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I hope for that. For the majority of our listeners, except for you listening right now. Fuck you. No, you don't deserve. You don't deserve to get laid.
Yeah, except you, bitch.
And you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah, they're sitting
you
there.
Little bitch.
With your headphones on.
Yeah. And we're not talking to our fans. We're talking to that person that just happens to be there while our fan is listening. You're a bitch. But if you become one of our fans, you won't be a bitch anymore.
I think you definitely deserve to get laid after that.
So So, you know, step by step. You know?
Hopefully some crazy shit goes down next week. I mean, I don't hope people like die or nothing, but you know, it's so crazy.
Hopefully we get another good week
juicy
of shit happening. Yeah. This was a very good week, and we're very fortunate after a 2-week dry spell. You know, so yeah. But once again, thank you for listening, and I am Mikey.
I'm Mike.
And good night.
Have a good one, guys.